Look at this beautiful, beautiful kingdom right here. Look at all of these beautiful places. We have so much that we have to get done today, or so much that we have to get into, but I just want to take a moment and appreciate how this map looks, because it's just gorgeous. It's just so good looking. Well guys, like I said, I have a ton that we have to get into. We have to sort out all of these notifications at the top. We gotta figure out just some of the things with custom characters. I have so much that I need to like get off my chest, because I'm so happy. I'm so pleased. The response in the last episode was just ridiculous. I mean, the amount of feedback, the amount of people who loved the changes, it was all positive and all wonderful. So I'm just so appreciative of everything that you guys have done. You've given back, you've supported, you've loved. All of that stuff is just so cool to me, and I really do appreciate it. And then just to see the response for custom characters. I mean, in the first day there were over 20 applications, and then now I think it's just something ridiculous, and it's so cool to see how involved you guys want to be. How many of you just want to be on board with how the series is going, and to know that you love it and that you're wanting to see more and more and just consume more is awesome from my perspective. And so I feel like now I haven't really talked about this in any of my videos, just because I've been wanting to avoid it. I don't want you guys to feel any specific way about me, but I feel like it's a good time for me to plug the new Patreon page that just launched. If you haven't seen it, link is in the description. You can go check it out right now. But basically, it's an opportunity for you to get involved and support the channel directly. It's one of those things where, if for $1 a month, you're able to provide some support, and then if you want to choose some of the higher packages, you can. But $1 a month is a way to call yourself a contributor and a patron of this channel. You'll be thanked in the credits of every one of these videos. There's just a lot of really cool things that you can do to be involved, and it's one of the ways that you can directly support and kind of give back. And not that I'm asking you to do that directly, but I would just want to give you the opportunity, because I know it's been asked to me in the past. How can we be involved? How can I support you? And that's one of the ways that you can directly do that. And so without advertising too much for it and all that kind of stuff, it's one of the things that's going to start growing, and I don't want to talk about it a whole lot, because I hate it when people just especially when creators get into this mindset of, I deserve this, and while I do work hard and while I do feel like I have earned some compensation, it's up to you. It's not really up to me. The feedback, especially being in this position as a creator, it's all one of the subjective things. It's what your audience feels like you've done and what you've earned. And so it's one of those things where I am happy as things are. But if you would like to be involved and you would like more information, you're welcome to contact me, either in the comment section or on the Discord server. If you have questions about it, head on over to that page and just take a look at it if you like. It's one of those things where I have done what I can to kind of build each package around you guys getting involved, and you guys getting specific things that you can do to help with the channel, and that I can do to help kind of get you involved directly. So yes, I digress. That's all I'm going to say about it. I'm really excited about it. I just really want you guys to know about it and have that option if you would like to be involved in a more direct manner. That's one way that you can do that. If you want other information on how you can kind of be involved that doesn't really involve money, just send me a DM on the Discord server. I'll have something for you. I'll find something for you. I love that you guys want to be involved, and I love that you guys get to be involved. It's a really important thing for me. So anyways, with all that said, and without any further ado, I just wanted to kind of take a look and take stock one more time on just everything that we've accomplished, and then kind of go over some of the goals, and after kind of listening to your feedback and after kind of figuring out exactly what we're going to do, I don't know how it's going to look long term, but I think first thing on the list is going to be handling the reach. Figuring out exactly what to do with the reach, I think, is going to be the most important, because if we look at it in terms of realm, it's huge. It's a very massive and spread out thing, but in terms of unity, it is not. I think there's some struggles on behalf of some of the High Lords, and it looks like there's a couple of Lords Paramount, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not. Yeah, it looks like there's at least one Lord Paramount. Yeah, that looks like the only one. And then Blackmont is its own kingdom. It's just one of those things where you see this kingdom has expanded and has kind of made itself larger than it should be. And now the big issue is that they are a republic instead of a feudal empire. So we vastly outnumber them. What I'm fairly certain I want to do is to give us time until the dragon has 10 martial. And I don't know what that looks like for, time-wise. I don't really know. We can always figure that out. I think the time's based on age, and so we may be waiting for a little bit. In the meantime, we can take care of smaller different things like taking care of the neck, because I think we have a claim on the neck, trying to incorporate the bite and then the fingers, and maybe the sisters as well, but taking a look at that and figuring out exactly what we want to do is going to be kind of high on the list. So we can't do Dragon Conquest, even though it's a valid Cassius Bailey right there. We can't send it because, and I can't move my mouse to show you exactly where it is, but if you look at the third option down, it says any friend/dragon, and then on the check down list, all of them have to be, applied. Has a martial greater to or equal to 10, so we need 10 in order to make that work. So give me 1 second. Let me kind of prepare for all of the things that we have to do up here, and kind of take stock and make sure I have a plan in mind. And then what we can do is we can start getting involved and start getting rid of some of these notifications in order to kind of begin to take care of all the stuff. So give me just 1 second, and I will be right back. Okay, so I think I'm ready, which is it's a lot. Okay, so first off, we're not going to create the Kingdom of the Trident. That we've had that notification for a while. I'm not going to create it. We are going to set our crown focus in Bear Hall. We're not going to upgrade any of our castles for the time being. We can dish out a minor title of bodyguard. I'm trying to see who we have that makes sense. Andrian is strong. Alisan is strong. Hendry Mooten, at least, is strong, but he's only a poor fighter. So I think it makes more sense for Andrian to be our guy, even if he's not the greatest commander. His dual skill estimate is 8. Although Atreus is a formidable fighter. So I think maybe Atreus would make a better bodyguard. Plus we need to improve his opinion of us, just because he's got a little bit of a pretender thing going on at the moment. So let's do that. Keeper of the Swans. All of our Lords Paramount like us very much because of transferring all the vassals, except for Oswell. So we'll give him one of these titles, and then we really don't need to worry about any of the other ones, just because they're not as important. So we'll just kind of start to dish them out. Master of the Horse can be our uncle. Our uncle Zachary Bear. Master of the Hunt can be Eden Roosmont. High Almoner can be, let's see. Let's make Edric Weirwood the High Almoner. Why can't I make Eden our Master of Hunt? What about Ryger? There we go. Cupbearer. This is where things start to get a little bit interesting. Because honestly, It just depends on trust, right? I mean, that's the big thing. So in that case, we're gonna. The guy's a lunatic and a drunkard. I was gonna say, that guy. Maybe that's not the best choice. Let's see. We need somebody that's honorable, who's trustworthy. Let's do this guy, Donald of Bonningale. Court tutor can be Maester Thorin. That's fine. King's Justice. This is where things are just limited to our court, and we're gonna make Peter Brook our guy. Yeah. I always like having a psychotic King's Justice. I think that might be the best option for us. Commanders are auto-assigned, but we can go ahead and dish them out. Edric Weirwood, obviously, make a great commander. And then we have these guys. I think we're going to go ahead and put Igon or Igon. I'm not sure exactly how you want to pronounce that. And then also William Wayne, or Willem Wayne. Okay, so there we go. Now we need our full positions for the Kingdom of the Woods. I think it's a good time to reassess for Hand of the King as well. Although it doesn't seem like there's any better options. So we can keep Quentin Roseridge for the time being, just because our options are still a little bit tied. Master of Laws, I don't think there's anybody better. There's not. Master at Arms, Prince Atreus obviously fits that bill quite well. And we want Edric to be able to kind of spend his last days, doing his thing in his new castle in Derry. So we're gonna hold off on making him necessarily our Master at Arms. Master of Coin, Emmon's the best option, so we'll leave him as that for the time being. Halman would make a great Master of Whispers, but we're gonna give it back to Lord Roman. Maester's fine, a priest is fine. Okay, all of this is good. Fantastic. I don't have to worry about anything else. Everybody's assigned a position, everybody's assigned a task. I do have an advisor position open, and we need to decide who among our Lords Paramount we want to be an advisor. I don't think we're going to do Edric, just because, like I said, we want him to spend his last days in Derry. We don't want him on the small council in Bear Hall. Let him be with his family, as he's 74 years old. It's time. He's better off just kind of chilling. I think we're going to include Lord Paramount. Let's choose Lord Roosmont. I think he's going to be a good choice for this. I don't know why I can't choose him. Maybe if I advance like a day, it'll go through. Oh, there's a lot of stuff. Wow. Okay, so that may have shifted everybody's opinion of us quite a bit. Advisor, no, not really. Okay, let's do it. There we go. That puts him in that position just fine. Everything is good there. Make sure everything stayed put. It looks like it did. Yeah, that was a lot of people who did not like that. Okay, and it didn't change the borders or anything like that, which is great. It's fantastic. I was a little concerned that would happen once people started creating high lordships and dishing them out and stuff. So, yeah, that is great. Although it looks like Lord Clove is already trying to take care of those raiders that are on his land. He has not dished out any of the lordships or high lordships yet. He will, though. I'm certain he will. Otherwise, his vassals will hate him. But I wanted that to be their choice. I mentioned that in the last episode. Giving them all of those lordships and high lordships was mostly due to the fact that I wanted them to have some autonomy and be able to kind of create their own vassals and all that kind of stuff. So, with all of that in mind, now that we have unification, everybody's happy, everything is good, we are only able to raise 44,000 men. Why is that? There's some depletion from the Kingdom of the Goldwoods. Some depletion from the Kingdom of the Cliffs. It's interesting that that's their maximum strength, maybe because their vassals don't like them. And that may be what it is. I still think that's more than enough men to travel north with, but let's give it just a little bit of time. Because we do want to force vassalization. Actually, they're not unified, right? Yeah, the neck is separate right now. I don't know if it's just because they're in mega war or what, but they're defending against. There's a slave raid of the neck, plus it's harsh winter. That may be what's causing a lot of the. Yeah, castle levy size is minus 50%. That's what it is. Okay. So that kind of makes sense. He's only able to raise up 348 men anyway. So I think it's a good time for us to go ahead and declare war, and for us to let's force vassalization. Oh, we don't have the prestige to do that. We can claim Greywater Watch for this guy, Lord Dennett of Silverweed. We can process the de jure claim on the Bite already, while we wait on the prestige to come in for forced vassalization of the rest. That probably makes the most sense. Plus, Lord Paramount Oswell it'll join us because it's a de jure claim, so we won't have to worry about it being, part of a different kingdom or whatever. We can, all of that will be part of one. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's gather up the forces and let's begin war. See, this is when RNG throws a monkey wrench into my plans. Oh, okay. This is why you can't trust CK2, guys. So, Ameria Bear, your priest, but also your sister, has died. Now it falls to you to decide whether to make the funeral a big and special event, or just keep it a small and private one. So, let's go ahead and just a small private funeral will suffice. I had plans for her outside of the, it's still going to play into the storyline, so I'm not going to divulge a bunch, but I had plans. I had plans to incorporate her into the story, through her abilities, and we'll still have something that we'll do, but it'll be a little bit different. So I'm not going to reveal anything. It's just a little disappointing that, she's a great character. Just a fantastic character. Dies clutching her chest, clutching at her heart. Had fever, chest pains, and cough. Alright. Well, back to the drawing board for that one. But we're currently amassing our armies. Everybody's kind of getting involved and going in whatever direction they feel is necessary. But the big thing is that everybody's on our side. All of the Lords Paramount have kind of joined the cause, so they're all sending men. I don't know how many men they're sending, but they're all sending men. So we're marching our personal army from Bear Hall up. That's going to be more than enough men to take care of what we need to. So we're going to go ahead and kind of move forward and allow all that to take place. Everything will be good. Not super concerned about it. Sworn Shield, we have another bodyguard. I took Atreus off of the Sworn Shield because he absolutely hates us now. The did not give me title is just ridiculous. So that's for 5 years. So for 5 years, our brother's going to absolutely hate us. 345 negative opinion. I guess that comes from us, rearranging all the borders. There had to be something bad that happened from there, It just makes sense. So we're going to go ahead and make this guy, I think he's going to have the best dual skill modifier. No, this girl does. Okay, that's interesting. Strong, ruthless, deceitful, and brave. So we'll make Alison our bodyguard. I always feel weird making a woman our bodyguard, just because not because I'm have any sexist tendencies, but it always feels weird because there's this perception that men being protected by women is a little bit weird. So, Sunrise Road. That's weird. Oh, there's a slave raid. That's what it is. Okay, so in a way, we're actually protecting him from the slave raid. Although we can't actually fight any of the guys there. We're able to kind of work on protecting that, so... But yeah, let's go ahead and I'm just going to siege down Greywater Watch as much as I can, and then some of the High Lordships. This guy, I don't see any High Lordships over here, so it just depends. Or I mean, whatever we have the ability to siege down, we're going to do it. And then whenever some interesting stuff happens in the war, I'll get back with you guys. Okay, it's really not that far in the future, but I just realized we just got to Greywater Watch, and I'm able to deploy the dragon in the siege. I forgot. The dragon only has to be 2 years old to deploy it. The chances are not very good, so I'm just like, or the chances are higher that they'll get maimed or wounded, and we don't need that to make this happen, so I'm not going to waste my time doing that. We have more people joining the cause. Aww. Young Mela. That's sad. Lord Paramount Oswald's oldest daughter. I still think it's impressive this guy is survived grayscale, because you know that didn't happen up here. I think it's really cool. Okay, so we're done sieging Grey done. There's 85 men here. We're just helping them siege. No, I'm not gonna do that. I don't want that to be part of this. I wish there was a way I could help him fight that other war, fight that slave raid off. That would be the biggest thing for me. Let's see if we can. Let's have somebody siege this down. Somebody siege this down. Somebody siege this down. And I'm going to siege this down, but somebody's welcome to come help me. And then we have two other armies, actually 3 other big armies that we can have. I don't want them all to kind of stack right there though. We'll just leave them without orders and see what they do. Hopefully they all follow the orders and everything is good. Let's see what his war against the slave rate is. That was 99%. He's imprisoned. Yeah, he's imprisoned by the guy. Well, that's just fantastic. So he's about to lose that war anyways. So once that war is over and this goes back from being sieged, we'll just have him, you know, come back over and everything will be good there. Let's see. We're gonna hit that army pretty well. Lost only 2 men to their 127. So we'll start sieging down there. Ooh, okay, so I can choose areas of expertise. Mountains would probably be beneficial because the dragon's not useful there, or the dragon's not able to be deployed there. So a boost in those areas would probably be beneficial. I want something like, I want a trait like Organizer. That would be great. But in terms of terrain and mastering terrain, let's be patient. Let's seek another area of expertise. I think that's going to be the most. I hope I'm not making a mistake there. Alright, let's advance and see if they can end this slave raid fairly quickly. Look, those provinces are already sieged all the way down. Who's coming here? Lady Ravella. So let's have Ned, Oswell, and Eden come join her, along with Ryger and Edric. Actually, let's have those guys go and help me, probably. The supply limit's not great for that area, so there's going to be some attrition. I don't want that to be too massive, but there's peasant revolts going on. I think ultimately what it'll come down to is once this slave raid is over, we'll be able to kind of be a little bit more confident in what we have going on. I mean, surely that's the end of that war. 99%. I don't even know if we're going to be able to get to 99%. Let's see. Let's reward Angerbrook. He's been a leal and able servant, having successfully completed many tasks in aid of the woods. It would be seen as a right and honorable course to reward him with certain incomes and grants, so as to foster greater loyalty. Let's go ahead and arrange that reward and do that. And I didn't even think about it. One of the things that I can do is I can give, because Atreus is upset that I didn't give him a title. I mean, I can give him a title, technically. But that would give him autonomy to hate me. I don't know if that would completely change the did not give me title that he's feeling right now. But I didn't even think about that. I have those 2 castles that I need to award out. Okay, all of that is good. 72% war score. %, war score. Let's offer him peace. He won't accept. Okay. Won't accept peace. Let's plot to... Well, there's no way that's gonna go through. I'm gonna say let's plot to rescue him from prison, but what are our other options for a plot? Kill him or rescue him from prison? Wonder if we can pay some people off. We have a little bit of gold. We might as well. No, there's no potential plotters. Okay, that's a little bit weird. Yeah, so that's every single province sieged down. Alright, let's have our army start to march back. Oh, my lover, Tiana, has just broken up with me. Apparently her jealous husband confronted her about the affair. Did she end up having a... I wonder if she passed this girl off as theirs. So my king, my mission to improve your good name has so far been a success. During a visit to the court of priest Karl of God's Fort, I have managed to make him understand what a benevolent and peaceful ruler you really are. He sends his regards. Your humble master of laws, Angerbrook. So, Priest Karl appreciates our rule and our reign. Okay, the slave raid has ended. So everybody, let's have a party on Greywater Watch. Let's go ahead and do that, everybody. Supply limit's not very good, so I'm not going to command anybody to go there. It's like going to be decimated. It'll be so easy to siege these places down. We might not even get there first. Lord Manfred of House Whitewood is now a trained fighter at the age of 9. I can't force train him because he's not of my dynasty. Let's see if we have an open guardian position. So I do want to take one of our Lord Paramount's children under my wing. Euphrates. Let's see. I really like that name. Let's assign Guardian of Euphrates to High King Aelix. Okay, let me wait till the Mega War is over, and then I will do that. Although I should probably leave a Guardian position open for my own son. That hasn't happened yet, and I don't know when that's going to happen. So, Aelix needs an heir, but I always like having... I don't know, I always like having a older king have an heir, because I feel like the longer, like Aelix is going to be king for a long time, I hope anyways, and so if he has an heir now, if once 18 years passes or however long, you know, in this game 16 is when Aelix took over, I mean that only puts Aelix at 38. And that's not very old at all. I mean, considering that Valar's still kicking at 74, and then Aegon lived to be 69. So it's just one of those things. I don't want there to be any kind of long-winded, you know, princedom, basically. These guys seriously trying to siege down? Red Shore Peasant Revolt is seriously just trying to siege down Bear Hall, but they suck so much they can't do it. I've spent I've spent the past months trying to improve your good reputation. I've sent many ravens and met with more nobles of the realm, and have successfully managed to quash certain rumors about your person. So, I no longer have vicious rumors. Thank you, Anger. That should at least boost the opinion of us, you know, quite a bit, which is fine. Okay, now that we have that, let's go ahead and all-out assault. My king, I'm pleased to report the successful siege of Greywater Watch. Lord Paramount Wendell Boggs could not be found, however. Okay, there's no one of value here. There's 31 men. Let's order the siege. Oh, look, 100% war score, and he wants peace. I didn't even look at that. We surrender under the following terms. Lord Paramount Oswald becomes Lord Artos II's new liege. So that's just for these counties right here, and we can actually give Grey Cran back. Grey Cran? Accept. Good. Okay. So that actually kind of rounds out our borders quite a bit. Let's go here while Mega War ends for the woods.